Hello there, maybe you're one like me who watch and who have been continuously watching the Netflix series The Good Place. And allow me with this vlog to share my personal reflection about this series. Of course, it's very clear in the series that they didn't really explicitly say that the good place is heaven and the bad place is hell. But of course, as a Christian watching this series, it has allowed me to reflect also on a certain thing. So these are my 5 reflections about the good place. Number 1, our childhood experiences have such a great impact into our lives, especially to our values, that sometimes our incapacity to be the best person that we can be and our incapacity to love is not because we are really naturally bad or unloving people, but basically because of our deep woundedness we got from our childhood. I got this reflecting from the character of Eleanor. We couldn't understand in the beginning why a person like her could be as bad as that. But in the course of the episodes, I've seen and we have seen how in her childhood she was not loved the way many children were loved. Her mother was terrible, and I was so moved to see her realizing that the reason why she was not able in the beginning to be a loving person is rooted from her childhood. So again, our childhood experiences, especially our wounding childhood experiences, have so much impact in our lives, in our values, and in our quality of living and loving. Number 2, being a good person is not actually learned from the book. Reflecting on the life of Chidi, the philosophy professor who knows a lot about what it is to be a good person, who struggled at the same time in actualizing what he teaches. He had a great deal of struggle into becoming decisive in choosing what is really true and what is really good. And it really allowed me also to reflect on my capacity to be a good person. And thus, the point for reflection for that is how much from what I know, what I share, and what I teach is what I actually do and I actually live out in my life. Number 3, our being good is not only about what we do, but also about why we do things. Reflecting on the character of Tahani, we know that she did a lot of good things for the poor. She did a lot of projects when she was still alive. But it's rooted from her motivation to upbeat and outshine her very excellent sister. And so it leads to her motivation of being good. So her motivation was to be noticed and for her to show off. And I like her character because it reflects a lot of people. And it reflects a lot of the human side of why we do things, why do we really do what we do. And so that is the point of reflection. Bakit natin ginagawa? Why do we do what we do? Is it really out of pure intention of doing what is good and being good? Or do we do things because of another motivation? That's number 3. Number 4, we can never really control other people's lives. And I've also understood the wisdom why even God doesn't control our choices. I am looking into the scene, into the episode where Michael tried to intervene a lot into the lives of these 4 people just to ensure that all of them will go to the good place. And I'm sure you know that he failed. He failed because it shows the reality that, again, he himself could not control their choices. And so that is one big take home to bring, that in our lives, kahit no matter how good our intentions are, we can never control the choices and even the destiny of other people, even those whom we truly love. And number 5, all of us are given multitude of second chances to be better and better versions of ourselves. We've seen this series as a story of trying and thriving and struggling of all ends from these 4 people to be better and to see these endless opportunities and chances given to them allowed me to reflect also in my life on how God continues to give me and provide me second, third, and endless chances to be better, to change my wrong ways, and to choose the better options that will allow me to see life and to live life the best way possible.
Amazing!
So there you have it. Those are my 5 points of reflection after constantly watching the Netflix series The Good Place.